Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into how AI is completely rewriting the rules of business growth. So let me just start with a crazy question. How in the world do you reach $200 million in annual recurring revenue in your very first year? I mean, it sounds pretty much impossible, right? Well, maybe not. And here's the follow-up. What if that growth playbook you've spent years, maybe even a decade, perfecting is now completely obsolete? We're going to break down how one company is literally rewriting all the rules as we speak. Now, this isn't just some hypothetical number. An AI company called Lovable actually did it. They hit an absolutely incredible $200 million in annual recurring revenue. And get this, they did it in less than a single year after they launched. That kind of growth is it's insane. All of that with a team of just 100 people. The pace is hard to even wrap your head around. So, the big question is, how did they pull it off? Well, it all comes down to a really fundamental shift in your entire mindset. According to Lovable's head of growth, Elena Verna, it's all about one thing: innovation over optimization. You know, the old playbook was all about tweaking what you already had. We're talking 95% of your time spent on optimizing existing user journeys, and maybe, just maybe, 5% on real innovation. Well, the new AI playbook flips that completely on its head. It's 95% innovation, 5% optimization. Because in a market that moves this fast, those tiny little tweaks just don't cut it anymore. Elena Verna puts it perfectly. She says it's not optimization of the problem, it's reinvention of the solution. You see, with so much competition in AI, you can't just improve the old path. You have to create entirely new ones from scratch. So, okay, if optimization is out, then what's in? Let's take a look at the three big tactical levers that are really powering Lovable's incredible growth engine. The three pillars of their entire strategy are pretty simple on the surface. First, build in public. Second, give the product away. And third, amplify everything through community. Let's break down exactly what each of those means. Okay, first up, build in public. In the AI space, you can pretty much forget about old school SEO. Social media is the new organic strategy. You have founders and employees constantly sharing updates on platforms like X and LinkedIn, and that creates this constant buzz, this noise in the market. The sheer velocity of shipping new stuff becomes your number one core value, and it keeps users coming back again and again. Next up is this idea of giving the product away, and I mean a lot of it. To get people to even try a new technology, you have to remove every possible barrier. So Lovable hands out free credits for hackathons, for events, for user demos, and they treat that cost as a core marketing expense. The whole goal is just to get as many people as possible to have that jaw-dropping wow moment with the product. And make no mistake, this isn't just so side tactic. As Elena says, this is part of our growth secret sauce. It's a complete shift in thinking. From protecting your product to just distributing it as widely as you possibly can to create that powerful word of mouth. And that third lever, community, well, that's the force multiplier. That's what pours gasoline on the fire. You bring users together on platforms like Discord, and they start sharing their creations, helping each other out, and they just amplify all that word of mouth from the first two levers. It makes the entire ecosystem feel more human and, way more engaging. So all of this leads to a new standard in product development. In a super crowded AI market where, let's be honest, basic functionality is a commodity, the old minimum viable product just isn't going to cut it anymore. The new standard is the minimum lovable product, or MLP. It's a huge shift from pure utility to genuine emotion. An MLP is an experience that doesn't just work, it wows users. It creates this emotional connection that literally makes them want to go out and share it with everyone they know. Now, let's talk about what might be one of the most challenging new realities in the entire AI space. It's this idea that product market fit is no longer a destination you arrive at. Welcome to what's being called the product market fit treadmill. With AI tech and consumer expectations evolving at a breakneck pace, companies can't just find their product market fit and then scale it for years. They have to constantly fight to recapture it, sometimes every few months. So the bottom line is this: product market fit is no longer an achievement you get to scale. It's a battle that has to be won again and again and again, every single quarter. It is a constant, never-ending cycle of reinvention. Whew, okay, that was a lot. So let's just do a really quick recap of the core strategies from this brand new AI growth playbook. All right, first, shift your focus from 95% optimization to 95% innovation. Second, build in public by shipping constantly and using social media as your megaphone. Third, give your product away generously to remove friction and drive that wow moment. Fourth, aim for a minimum lovable product, not just a viable one. And finally, get ready to recapture your product market fit every 3 months. This is the new rhythm of growth. So as AI continues to accelerate everything around us, there's really only one question left to ask yourself. Is your company still playing by the old rules? The new playbook is here, and it's up to you to use it.